Hang on just a second. I don't even know where to start, and I've actually forgotten more than I can remember about my association. I see it. My association with Gill, but the cornerstone of Gill's identity was the color orange, as all of you know. And I gave him the controller for my front gate, and you see what he did with it. And now I have it in these two in my pickup truck, so I'm always with Gill. And the other thing is, I can't remember when I first met him, but maybe, did he ever go to SWT?
He didn't go to school there.
No. He would drive us.
But I did. I went to SWT.
Oh, you
so
went to
he was
SWT, but
there
I went,
frequently.
he would always drive us down on Thursdays to the meeting, and it only cost us 50 cents each to chip in on gas. And on the way back, it wasn't well organized like it is now. Gill slammed on the very last moment before being run over by a locomotive. I mean, we were kind of shaken. It was right down in downtown San Marcos. So I'm wondering if that got him into his later career as an engineer with CSX for 10 years. This one's for you too. And for some reason, he tracked down, I visited him in Maryland a couple of times. Somehow he tracked down locomotive number 709, which is the mother of all numbers, and he got this picture shot. And I don't know how he did it. But anyway, I have copies of these pictures over here if anyone wants to grab them, one for old time's sake. But yeah, we did so much together over the years that he taught me most of what I know, coming from Sinton and practicality and trailers. We drove out to LA with his trailer just to pick up a folding machine one time. And all things were possible with Gill. So I don't know. Yeah, it was it's been a long road. He's a year and a half younger than I was. And does anyone have any questions about anything that we did?
Do you have any stories about building your railroad around your?
Right, yeah, at the turn of the century, I guess he was working for CSX. And we got inspired, and he did plans to go all the way on my property, Don Broussard's property on the other side. And the kids were real young, so I got lots of pictures of them building their own railroad. And it's still there with a push car if anyone wants to come. But actually, what I'm proud of the most is I think we took Gill to maybe some of the most exotic places that he had ever been. And the first one was Ecuador. And he joined our family, and all of us stood in two hemispheres at the marker, north and south. That's always the shot you get. But then we worked our way south all the way to Lima, just taking buses, going by the Panama Hat Factory, and crazy day. It's wonderful going up and down the Andes. And then we took this thing, I couldn't have bought this adventure even if I'd won the Powerball. We got on the train, which was the highest train in the world until we got beat out recently with the train to Tibet. But it was comes right out of, it's an engineering feat in the late 1800s where the track goes up a canyon, but to Huancayo. But it's so, trains just don't go straight up the hill. They have to go through something called switchbacks, where it goes up a side canyon, flip a switch, backs up the next canyon, flip a switch, goes up the next canyon, flip a switch, then back up. And sometimes there's no canyon, so they just drill a tunnel for a mile into the Andes, so the train can be accommodated and then make the grade, the percentage of grade. Wow. And so we jumped on the train, and we were just sitting there, and Gill started talking to this guy, and I showed the pictures at the caver meeting. They compared driver's licenses for the CSX. And that, I forget the name of that line, but everyone should do that. It's the most fabulous train ride. But anyway, so at the next stop, the guy said, "Hey, y'all come with me and you can ride in the cab." So, wow, I mean, that just was, what more could you want? And so we got into the cab, and we're still going up real steep, and the rice fields are just incredible like this because it's on a steep slopes. And anyway, we rode up for a few stops that way. Then we started getting into the switchbacks, and the guys said, "Hey, y'all should go up on the front of the locomotive." And we did. And we were riding on the front of the locomotive of the highest railway in the world. I mean, what more could you want? And they didn't honk the horn too much. I mean, they knew we were out there, and some of the road crossings that hold off just so it wouldn't blow our ears out. But I mean, what and he was into trains by then, I think. But oh yeah, he had his driver's license. But what more could you want as far as locomotives? But and then the other trip we took him on was just a disaster for the first time. Gill always got dizzy when we drove through Denver, a mile high. And so, but this time we went to La Paz to go to the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia, and he flew into, I think it was with Terry, and we all met there. He flew into the highest airport on this planet, 13,000 feet, and he was real quiet, you know. Gill, when he's quiet, you know something's up. And so we went. It just took us a few days at that altitude when you're all the way up 10,000 feet or more. But we went to the Salar de Uyuni, which is the most incredible place on this planet, I think. 200 miles salt flat across with lithium sulfate underneath that they mine. And Google South America, and there's a big white spot over the left, and zoom in on that and tell me what you're doing next week and we'll go.
How old were you guys then?